What's going on, people? Welcome back to Rootz TV, man. Joined by Jordan, Antonio, Brown, man. What's saying? What are you saying?
I'm good, man. I've been on a war today, you know.
Yo,
I got a few.
what's that? That's fresh.
I know, man. Listen, I can even put my bed covers on tonight. I had to sleep on the sofa, man.
Literally a sticky one, man.
Yeah. We need to talk about the pitch.
Yeah. But how are you anyway?
I'm good, man. Obviously, it's nice weather today.
Yeah.
Nice and sunny, and you know, home of football, Wembley. So
yeah,
man. I'm back here pretty often now.
Yeah.
With the training and stuff. So yeah, always good to be back and then obviously here with yourself, innit? So
yeah,
it's good to see you, man.
And good to see you as well, man. I ain't seen you, well, obviously I've seen you at Baller League, but since previous to that, probably was what? Shotime days?
Yeah, Shotime. I took a little break from that period, probably like a few months. I think I just got back playing in Iceland.
Yeah.
And then, I was just like, I want to enjoy my football again and then play with my boys. Obviously, Lippy, Shotime, and then obviously had the rivalry with Abby. So yeah, that was good times, man. Couple spankings here and there.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like, what happened to those times, bro? What happened to them times? Because
I think with Shotime, you know how the man them are and how, you know, the guys are. Like, I think if we just have a little bit of more organisation with the business side and everything like that, I think things could work out. Well, you could be having a different conversation right now. Could be talking about a Baiteze or, you know, one of those teams, but it's one of those ones, learning curves, you know. Everyone's dipping their feet into new waters.
Yeah. And,
you know, you learn a lot along the way. So I think that's probably the mistakes that, behind the scenes got made. But on the pitch, I mean, hopefully there was a few clips for people to share around the time.
There definitely was a few clips to share around, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? From you guys playing Abby a bunch of times, to obviously when you play Baiteze as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I always think like, there's an opportunity there, especially for teams in Northwest London, to
100%.
make their mark, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of like undercover hidden talent as well. Obviously, it's raw, innit? So, you know, sometimes when I'm playing and I've got the mind of like, I've always played with like players that understand like certain positions and stuff like that, or just to do like certain basic things. Sometimes some of the boys might not have it, but like they have like a strength that could take them a long way. Yeah. But they just need it to be refined, you know what I mean? So yeah, there was a lot of like hidden talent, a lot of boys that, you know, they needed the opportunity, and like credit to yourself, like I don't know many other people shining lights on boys like who are just playing Sunday league in the park. Like that's probably only been a thing recently, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think there's things to take from it, and I think hopefully there's more opportunities given to boys in that position. Yeah,
because there's players like Ams went to playing for Biggleswade.
Yeah. So he was
playing in the FA Cup.
He was at Biggleswade. I think he scored against York in the FA Cup. Is he still at Biggleswade? I think
he might have moved on since then.
St Ives, I think he's at St Ives.
Yeah.
And obviously he's been with like Top Baller and stuff like that. And I've seen, even since this whole thing, I've known about Top Baller for a couple of years now. Obviously Philippe, he went to my school, and he's grown that with Manuel. And there's so many boys who come on your channel, you know, being in non-league, Sunday league, and you see what they can do. He's one of them. But yeah, I think just more opportunity for them boys, and then, you know, they step into different environments and then see how it really is, because it's a big difference. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if you haven't been in that environment, like, it's a big difference, you know what I mean? Obviously people, they'll think they're ready for it, but until you're there, then that's when you find out if you're ready, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what, is Showtime officially done?
I would say officially on paper. Yeah. But the idea of bringing something back is there, but you just gotta be a little bit smart and learn from your past mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, that's gone on a few on-field incidents. So yeah. But we're not gonna talk about that one.
No. But again, like, it just leads you back to the point of just like, there's no Northwest teams there represented, man. Like, once upon a time you had Takers. Yeah. Abbey, I feel like they folded now as well. Now Showtime as well. Like, what's happening, man?
I think it always comes down to money at the end of the day. What we were speaking about off camera, you need deep pockets to like do this social media stuff. So if you have someone who has an idea or who has a passion for it, then, I mean, you yourself, I don't know if it's a conflict of interest if you got a channel promoting all these sides and five-a-side teams and shining light on it, but, you know, if you had, you know, you got the equipment, if you had like a team, I don't know if that would be like, oh, now you got your own team, now you kind of taken away from other teams. I don't know how it would be, but...
Listen, mate, I've had that same conversation in my head many a time, and I think to myself, can I do it? Shall I do it? And then, like you said, it's down to the costs. Like, all of this stuff is costly in itself.
Yeah.
But then you got to think to yourself, it's the pitch fees,
Yeah.
it's the referees, it's the player fees, it's the kits, it's chasing 11 grown-ass men who fail to get to a ground for 10:30, and it's all laid out for them.
That's another thing I'll speak about with my boys the other day. Like, if it's like a proper team, a Saturday team or whatever, then you're gonna come on time. You're not gonna have so much I don't want to say attitude. Like, let me use the right word. You're not gonna have so much like things that you wouldn't say normally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna conduct yourself in the right way because you know there's an opportunity. So I think maybe it's the opportunity that happens from doing all of this.
Yeah.
People can see, oh wait, there's actually something that I can go into after this, and I can actually be successful after this. If you're looking at it probably as this is just a bit of fun, I'm trying to get some clips and views, then obviously people are going to act accordingly.
You've got to be able to see like the long-term gain rather than the short-term. Like, I could have easily quit, you know, a bag of years ago, but you know, 7 years on from now, it's bringing opportunities off the back of just being consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the same thing I say to anything, like anyone in life. Do you know what I mean? Whether it be football, whether it be media, whether it be your 9 to 5, as long as there's consistency throughout, people will start to see it, and after a while, you know, someone will take a punt on you, and then you go from there. But I feel like with Showtime, because they had, obviously, look, let's address the elephant in the room. You've got Lippy, who's, you know, well known, not just within Northwest, but in the media as well. You could have utilised his platform off the back of that, and then just grown the whole club as a whole. Not to put it down to him, but I'm saying, like, if you got a big launch pad like that, then it's an easy one. It's like the Don, for example. You know, when Don started off, they had Strapsy there. He was already known within rap, so again, it helps, you know, get yourself out there a little bit quicker. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just an opportunity missed.
I think you don't know until you step into the world. Like, you have a bunch of ideas and you're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then when it comes time to do it, then it goes with anything in life. Like, a lot of people, they have a lot of things to say, but they're not going to put the action behind it. I'm not saying that is in terms of just us and what we were doing. I wasn't part of it, like, in terms of, I was just filling in as a player, you know what I mean? So I wasn't behind the scenes or anything, but I think any business that you do and any kind of entrepreneurial venture you want to take, like, you got to stick to it and you got to adhere to the plan, you know what I mean? You can't step away from that, because then you're diverting in the direction that you're not supposed to be going in. Yeah.
It just needed more people kind of all on the same wavelength then?
Yeah, I think, like you said, someone with bigger pockets in terms of, or willing to fund it, people who were very committed on and off the pitch, and probably on the pitch as well. That had a factor to play in it, because got kicked out a league, I believe. So I think, on the pitch conduct is very important, because at the end of the day, we might understand it, certain things, and we might be like, oh, water under the bridge, but you're dealing with like FA and stuff like that.
And FA are undefeated.
Exactly that. They're people in suits, and you got to explain yourself to you, and they're like, what is this? You know what I mean? So, I think the whole concoction together.
It's a shame. It's a shame. But let's talk about the plus points. So again, let's talk about the rivalry with Abby, you know, guys that you know very well. What's the, in the games that you've played, should we say, what was the results? Because we're not getting into them all, because there's a lot.
I remember one result, and that was 5-0. I remember
that one,
I remember that one clearly. I think there was another one I played in. I can't remember. It might have been at Rectory Park. And I think they did beat us, but I think that game got called off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, for a fight. But Yeah, I think they were winning in that game. I think they were up at maybe 3-1 at half time.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had to be honest, like, yeah, if we needed to do what we needed to do, then I don't think there's like a, you know what I mean, there's no comparison compared to us and them. It's just a situation when you get emotional and stuff like that, then start doing other things you would never do on a football pitch, and you're not focusing on the game. Because at the end of the day, we're playing with a leather pigskin football that you need to put in the net. That's the objective of the game.
Not the rest of it.
Not the rest of it. Everything else, you on the side, referee, they got Ginge shouting as well.
Shout out Ginge.
That's all irrelevant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's about what you do on the pitch. So yeah, I think it was good done. I enjoyed it. You know what? Like playing Sunday League again. Like I've had little phases in my career where like I stepped out and I've done like things like this, which other people probably wouldn't do. And I think it brought a different type of energy back, you know?
Yeah.
What I mean? Like there's only certain things that, like especially when you're playing professional and whatever, like sometimes it's very flat, you know what I mean? You don't get that dog back in you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you need that, like where the referee sees a man clearly dragging you down and you know you don't get a foul off that.
Nah.
You know, like obviously that wouldn't happen in a professional game. So I think those things are needed. Like if you're, you know, a player, you're kind of getting a bit lost and you need kind of something to bring you back, then, you know, go to like places like this, Power League, where you're growing up, Cages, Sunday League, and then can bring something back out of you again.
No, definitely, for sure. And for context, people, the Abbey versus Shotime, two teams from the same area. It's like Arsenal versus Spurs, yeah? That tends to have a rivalry.
Pretty much. Showtime didn't really have like a home location, I'll say, but Northwest represented. So Northwest versus another Northwest team. Yeah, it's always gonna go off.
Yeah, always gonna go off. Yeah, but I noticed also players are allowed to jump from team to team. Do you know what I mean? Was there no unwritten code? Because listen, I'm against it, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
I reckon if you stick with one team, you stick with one team.
Yeah.
But then one time I'll be coming down to one game.
Yeah.
He's in the Showtime kit.
I know.
Then the next guy, he's in the Abbey kit, or vice versa.
Yeah. One of them's DeAndre. DeAndre. So yeah, I think obviously in those situations, like me personally, like if I'm playing with my boys and you know I've had no fallout with them or anything like that, I'm always gonna, you know, stick with my boys. But to be fair, he's got boys on both sides.
Yeah, but is he allowed to do a Sol Campbell? DeAndre, can you do a Sol Campbell? Can't be the Northwest Sol Campbell, surely.
Yeah, that's a bit. It was a bit mad when he did it, but there's no love lost. Like it's all fun and games at the end of the day. For me anyway, it's all fun and games. So yeah, but if you know there was Showtime still here, then I would just be sticking with Showtime and making sure that would work. You know, I wouldn't be trying to jump from team to teams.
Even my man, the keeper.
Talking about Kamal.
Yeah. Come on!
Yeah, he
like you ain't got away with this one as well.
Well, I think from what I remember, Abbey was made before Showtime, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that might be a little bit different because it's like he was probably always waiting to play for Showtime.
Oh, like that. So what, Abbey were just like the side piece?
Just stopgap. You know?
Stopgap? Wow.
I think, might have been a stopgap for him, but yeah. So I think obviously Kamal, he went to Cams, he went to school with me, Lippy's brothers, Zach and Ren, and a few of the other boys. So I think like he was always gonna, like it would be kind of snaky for him not to be with us, you know what I mean? So yeah, but listen man, we're all family at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We're all on the same pitch, all know each other, you know what I mean? It's all fun and games, man.
Yeah, it was all fun and games, and I remember a particular moment, a viral moment from Ginge. Of course, Ginge. It's always Ginge. On the sidelines, saying to Ams, what was he saying? Watch how you speak to me or something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Remember that.
It's gone! Yes, it's gone! Put it over the line already. The ball's way over the line, brother. Alright, ball boy, stop it.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Stop up and be a slap, bro. I'll shave your hair, bro. Don't get it. Hey, don't get fucking Gin. That's straight, bro. I seen the fucking ends, bro. Yeah? Don't get lippy. I see it goals, bro. Yeah? Don't ever get lippy, bro. Yeah? Five hands all day. Yeah? Hey, don't forget where you come from, number 11, yeah? Maybe he does. Bumbuckler, don't forget where you come from, man. I'll tell you that straight.
That one, yeah. I weren't playing that game, I don't think, but
I'm sure you would have seen it anyway.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw 100%. I saw all the clips, but yeah, funny. You need them characters, man.
Yeah.
Like Sunday League, like to make, and you're not gonna see these characters at, I don't know, a national league game or you know what I mean. It's not gonna be like that. So you've got the right idea and had the right idea tapping into this market, because without people like yourself, these characters would never be seen. You know,
Yeah.
I'll just advise, like, whatever you're doing, there should be always a greater goal. So, like someone like a Ginge, like he's a character. People would be interested to hear what he's got to say.
1000%. If he took the social thing seriously, he could have been up there. Because anytime, look, I still get notifications to this day about him.
Yeah.
Like, does he speak like that? Is he,
Yeah, no, he actually does. Yeah.
I know. Literally, like,
Madam.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Even we had a top baller session. I think it was like our first, not top baller, sorry, treble FC, and we were on the top baller pitch up there, and then he's like on the side watching and just commentating while we're trading. He's just,
what a legend, bro.
He's just a joker, man. He's a legend.
What a legend, bro. Like, Ginge, man. Shout out Ginge, man, always, bro.
Yes.
What a guy. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just need to bring them rivalries back, man. I don't know if there needs to be like a super team between all three teams, takers included as well. Just something for Northwest, that would be awesome.
You know what kind of idea I had as well, yeah? Like, you see how Baller League is going on right now?
Yeah.
I heard there was one, but I think there could be one, like a kind of influencer Sunday League kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like a Baller League version of, not underneath the banner of Baller League, but like something similar of Sunday League.
Yeah.
So you got like influencers, they're turning up. These are like the 12 teams in the league, create their own league. Obviously they got all the equipment needed. And yeah, it kind of brings a little bit more eyes on this part of the world in football.
Yeah.
I think that could be a good idea.
That definitely could be a good idea. I feel like that could happen sooner rather than later, especially with what's going on right now. You know, there seems to be like a bit of a disconnect between, was it Angry Ginge and Mini Minter and the owner. So you never know, man. Watch your space. That could come to reality. Yeah. But if that's not an option, then I always said top baller, put together a team.
There's so many things and avenues top baller can go into. Like an idea I had for them is like you got like players, and you probably see it on social media, doing off-season training. And if they started that and did that every year, and that just grew and grew, then people are looking at them, okay, like who's a player that they can get from them in terms of like that bunch, or who's a player who needs like that added assistance in their game to further their game onto the next level. So I think they can make themselves into like just a hybrid brand where they're able to do multiple different things. Because I mean, how many boys have gone on from there and done bits like who've been on there? So it's been mad. Like there's a market that hasn't been tapped into, I don't think, and they've attacked it. So
yeah, making the most of it now. Shout out to the boys from Top Baller, man. Talk to me about the Baiteze game in particular.
Oh, that one there, yeah.
Didn't you miss a sitter?
No, that one there. Shall I tell you what? This is the thing about playing Sunday League. Yeah, you're on the eyes of the world. Let's say, for example, and there's no.
It's unfiltered as well.
It's unfiltered. There's no, you know what I mean? There's no context behind it.
Look at this. Showtime, they're trying to keep up the possession, keep up the pressure. ATD shoots. Good straight, parried, and oh my days! It's fluffed by Jordan Brown.
Are you not? Now we the keeper shit.
Hey. Look at this miss. How can a man fluff his lads like this?
Choked. The keeper shit. When the ball's coming towards you, I said, okay.
Yeah, with that one, I think I never played football for like 6 months, you know?
Yeah.
I stopped playing football for like, well, it was like 2 years, ending this season. And then that was in the period. So I literally got a phone call, we need a number Showtime playing Baiteze, do you want to play? I was like, yeah, I'll play. And then, yeah, it's just is what it is. But yeah, I remember after that video, because I think, was I still, yeah, I was still like round about Northwest area before I moved. And people were like, oh, I see you on the video, rah, but I wasn't quite sure about that one, you know? And I was just like, listen, bro, it is what it is, man. But yeah, you take the good with the bad. Like, I'm not someone where my ego's inflated, where like I can't like even laugh at myself.
Yeah, like, you have to, man.
I know what I can do and everything like that. So yeah, I'd laugh at it the same way everyone else would.
yeah. No, it's an entertaining game to say the least, bro.
Yeah.
But for all accounts, Lippy being Lippy, of course.
Yeah.
You know, missing a few chances.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was a good game overall. But what would you say was your standout game for Showtime?
I think, yeah, I probably played like, well, on camera, I probably played like maybe 3-4 games for them. And then off camera, probably around about another 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I remember the ones off camera, I won't lie. Because I'm just someone where like, I need that kind of...
That drive.
Yeah, that adrenaline, like without it, like it would be, like, I don't know how to describe it, but because when you've played like in front of thousands of people and stuff like that, like it's difficult to get yourself up for like certain types of games. So like I'll probably say Abby, because I remember in the first half, one of my boys was actually on the side watching, and that's the first time a lot of people had seen me in years, because I've been playing abroad and whatnot, and they obviously remember me from back in the day or whatever. And then, you know, you hear people on the side, he's fell off, man, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then one of my boys is hearing this because he's next to the Abbey bench, innit? Yeah. And this was like 0-0 first half. My boy told me, I was like, all right, cool, say nothing, watch second half. So probably that game when we won 5-0.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, bro, I'm playing in second gear. Like, you don't understand. Like, if I wanted to turn this on, then, you know what I mean?
It's a long day.
It's a long day, so.
So you lot heard the halftime team talk, right? Well, I think Halson's Cafu's finally checked in, and he's brought the Stonebridge Ronaldo with him.
What's he got?
For me, I need like something on the line.
Motivation.
Yeah, the motivation. And as long as I'm fit and sharp, then yeah, I know what I can still do.
Okay. And if you was to come back to play for a Sunday League team, who would you play for?
Sticky one. I know a few of the Baiteze boys, and they're cool. I wouldn't say I would commit to a Sunday League team, because I have respect for, like, I treat it like it's a football team. It's an established football team. I'm not gonna just drop in, drop out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the thing about like commitment. Like, I even got asked to like this was 2023 pre-season, so like 2 years ago. Got asked to play for Rising Ballers. Okay. Although that I was older or whatever, but asked to be like a senior player in the team. Yeah. But then I spoke to Mo and Ohms at the time. I was like, because I did the whole pre-season with them just to keep fit, and I was like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, I just don't have the drive in me right now to like, I'm just focusing on things off the pitch. And then they respected it, and then they thought I was probably gonna sign for another team or something. Yeah. But then I kept to my word, like I never played for the whole season. But they're not a Sunday League team, are they? So can't really give them. I'll probably want to bring Showtime back, man. Yeah? Yeah. I would, for me, like, guys I've seen where the mistakes were, I know what this whole thing's about and what commitments you have to make to it for it to stick properly. I think I would want to kind of have a say in like what goes on, you know what I mean? Because I think with me, I've been in like, I've seen a little bit of the corporate world and stuff like that, and I know how different personalities are and stuff like that. So I think I'd be able to deal with everything going on in the best way possible. So I think if I had like a kind of a say in what happens and direction, I think I could make it work. But it's down to everyone else to step up as well, because it's not just one person to get it done. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would probably say Showtime.